What's up, guys? Silas back again today. I got a cool one for you today. We bought a semi-trailer clear full of vintage parts, and I don't know exactly what's in there. I've only been in there twice, just glancing over it. We're gonna open up the door. Luckily this has light in it, and we'll see exactly what's in here. Axle shafts. There we go. That's the winner. Good scrap iron. All sorts of stuff all the way to the front. There we go, get a little bit of light in here. 41 Commander, I think it says. Can't quite read it. Overdrive. There's a grill. Old valve covers. Another overdrive. This transmission here he said he wanted to keep. This is out of a 57 Thunderbird. He has one that he drives. So that's his spare. There we go. Miles per hour, 120 miles per hour. All sorts of boxes of just trinkets. Old wrenches, headlight rings, chrome pieces. Moore's odds and end trinkets.
Overdrive solenoid.
Oh.
What that is.
Yeah, that is an overdrive. It's probably for one of those transmissions down there. Some 4-barrel intakes. I'm guessing Studebaker. There's a couple there. Looks like there's a couple down here. And that looks like GM there on top, but that's a Studebaker. Bunch of cool stuff on these shelves. What do we got up here? Got another speedometer, more speedometers. That's out of a 55, I think. There's several of those out back. There's a clock. Oh, there we go. Those are Chevrolet pickup. It's missing some of the gut. Well, that one is. I don't know what that is.
No, that's different. Clock though.
But that there is missing the guts, but it's in really good condition. Or it's not missing the guts, it's missing the face. But that's still probably a decent piece. Here's another gauge cluster. What do we got here? Ooh, nice. Bumper guard, tag protector. That's pretty cool. I'm guessing Studebaker on that. Looks like a Studebaker piece, those big bulbous things. There's a word you haven't heard in a while, bulbous. What is that? Some sort of...
Power port. Oh wow.
Oh, it's a vise. That's interesting.
That's unique too, right there.
So you just stub it. It's got two pedals to pump up the vise to clamp it.
And release. Wow.
That is interesting. That might be worth something. We'll have to look that up. What do we got in here? Tag lights?
Maybe
Or trunk. That's the trunk handle, yeah. Chrome pieces.
That's a little vent we've been seeing, but with nice little chevrons.
Yeah. Radio delete. S for Silas. That's kind of a neat piece there.
Yeah.
Just unique. I don't know what it is. Probably has a part
Top
number.
of the quarter maybe.
There's a mate. Oh, that one there's only got two of the little arrows. This one has 3, so it must be a trim level difference. Kind of like Buick have 2, 3, and 4 holes. Oh, look out! Got some Carjacks. I know a guy that likes Carjacks.
Yeah.
Oh, what are these? These are cool. Late 40s Mercury. A little bit pitted, but they're not broken. Those will clean up. So we can have those redone.
They'll plate those. Wow, is that the grill behind there?
Yep, there is the grill. That looks like the 49. I guess it could be old. I don't know. I don't know much about Mercuries. There's all 4 of these. Check out this exhaust manifold. I noticed this last time I was in here. Somebody just put an extra port on it. It's not separated. They just put it on there just so they could split it. Dual exhaust. GM intake. Like a 235.
Yep.
Pretty unique. I don't know why they went about doing that, but I'm sure they had a reason. They wanted it to have dual exhaust without actually having dual exhaust, I guess. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Look at that. That is too cool. That is not for sale. That is officially going in my collection.
Nice.
Oh wow, there's all sorts of neat stuff on this shelf. I have not looked over these shelves yet. I just glanced at them, and that was it. But look at all these bullet hood ornaments. Oh, check those out. Those are sick.
Very.
Oh man. See, this is my problem, because I see that and I want to keep it then. That is just so unique.
Keep something needs to be.
Yeah.
Those are really nice.
Man, look at all these hood ornaments. Here's another airplane. Check out that. That almost looks like a marlin or something, like a fish.
Yeah.
Not like the marlin car, but like the marlin fish. Another radio delete for a champ. String wheel center. What do we got here? V8 emblem. Hood ornament. What's that? Oh, the ashtray. All sorts of chrome pieces. A clock. What do we got here? Oh, that's out of a bumper. Bunches of taillights. Bumper guards. Got a radio up here. This is Lux, I think. Yeah, Lux. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
And what do we got here? Taillight rings. Oh, here's a hood ornament piece. Something new in the box. Seatbelts. There's an old Chevy radio. That's an old one there. That's out of the mid 40s. Right after the war.
I think that's a Wonder Bar.
Can't quite tell.
Yeah. Wonder Bar, Town and Country, or somebody's.
Still works. Studebaker. That's a unique one there. I wonder what that's out of. It's similar to like the Ford truck style, but I don't think that's out of a Ford truck.
Almost looks like that little Ford that's got the little tiny.
That could be. It may be Ford because it looks like the Ford trucks, but the Ford truck has a bigger. Yeah, it says Ford right on the side, so probably a Ford car, mid 50s, early 50s. There's another hood ornament. That's got the brass logo on the front of it. There's a tag light.
That's a cute little heater core fan combination.
Saw some more of those somewhere. Oh, here they are over here.
Yeah, here's another one. I wonder if that's a Studebaker thing.
It may be. Oh, here's a set of temperature controls.
You can't hit them going 2 feet without backing up to find more stuff.
There's more heaters down there. It's down here. Oh, more radios. Check out the bullets on that radio.
Yeah.
What does that say? I can't quite read it. Studebaker Stratoline. Yeah, Studebaker Stratoline. Here's another old radio. That there's just the power unit. A lot of times radios, what they would do, especially aftermarket, is they would have the dials and all that mounted to the dash for cars that didn't have radio from the factory, and then they take this unit here and put it up underneath the dash somewhere, and then they would just run the lines, the wires over to this from the control unit, and that way you could have a speaker in your car without actually cutting a hole in your dash. Buick Club of America, Studebaker Daytona license plate cover, just a blank one.
This is an old Buick radio up here, not to jump too far ahead. It's probably the best Buick radio I've seen.
We'll check that out.
All the knobs are still crisp.
Check out that. That's a cool piece.
Yeah.
Man, there's just never-ending stuff in this shelf. There's a box of hubcaps. Man, another passenger side. I need 2 driver sides of these, and I can't seem to find them to fix some of those noses. Boxes of gaskets and stuff like that. A lot of stuff a lot of times gets rotted out. More radios. Studebaker. Not sure what these are here, but that's an AMF in there, so that might be something. We got speedometer. Another tag light. 50 something.
Merc Polycarb.
A 50 Merc Polycarb. Is that the old teapot?
Wow. Yeah.
No, that's stuff. I forget what those are called. 2 of them in there. Some of these are super high dollar. I've had some of these before. I'll have to look those up in more detail later. Here's that Buick radio. Wow, look at those knobs on there. Still original, everything on those knobs, and they're not all broken and falling apart. Wiper, electric wiper even.
I do know that is 53, 54 Chevy. That's about all I know. All I know.
Studebaker.
There's probably a handle somewhere.
What else we got here? Another hood ornament, or if that's a fender ornament there, probably. Some taillights. Oh, some fender spears. Those are cool.
Those are very.
We got down. Oh, check this out. There's some money. Especially if there's a pair. But even singles like that. I've sold singles.
Right there. Right there.
Yep.
Is that it?
No, it's a little bit different.
Single.
But look, there's a whole bunch of them.
Oh, come on.
I think. Nope, they're all different.
Oh, look. Now you're killing me.
Oh, more lights. Fog lights. That's cool.
Good old school stuff.
What else we got? Oh, check that one out. That is a nice one. I like that one.
Is that a hood tack?
That's just a tag light.
I thought that was a hood tack.
It's still neat. That'd look good on a rat rod.
Alright.
Roof markers.
Miscellaneous bulbs.
Yeah, more bulbs. I don't see any mates to any of these bullet lights, but just singles, like I say, like especially that one there with the red lens. That's a chunk of money by itself. A lot of guys will mount these on vintage motorcycles, because you only need one light for a motorcycle anyway.
Great little GM light.
Yeah, it's still in good shape. Hasn't been cut. Look at these carburetors. Are these the Hollies or the other ones? These look like Hollies.
Gun sight.
Yeah.
Gun sight lens.
All sorts of cool stuff on there. What's behind me? We skipped over this whole shelf. Bunches of bumper guards. Spotlight with the mirror attached to the back of it. More bumper guards. More spotlights. There's a Unity spotlight there.
Boy, look how clean the Southwind gas heater is.
That's a nice one.
That's nice. Everything moves.
What is this? Ooh, that's cool. Check that out.
Very nice. Maybe the M series splits the hood?
Yeah, it could be. It's old, whatever it is. 40s. Oh, no way.
What?
Check this.
Oh,
That
come on.
Is insane. That is going home with me now. And even the thing spins on it as you're going down the road. That is.
The air goes. No way, dude.
That is nuts. That is one of the coolest hood ornaments I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's like a jet with the thing spinning. Oh man, that is.
It was the jet age, that's for sure.
Who knows how much that's worth? That could be worth a fortune, but it doesn't matter because it's not for sale. That's the find of the day right there. There's a lot of cool stuff in here, but that is the find. Put that down here. Take that with me. Yeah, it makes me wonder what else is on this shelf.
Oh, wow.
Bottom end of a 8. I'm assuming Buick 8.
There's another one, maybe it's Studebaker.
Did Studebaker? Might have. That says, yeah, just another 8. So maybe it is Studebaker. Oh, are these the rest of those grills for that Mercury?
Could be.
I think so. That's pretty cool. Man, what else is on the shelf? I'm like in scavenge mode now.
Is this another?
There we go. There's the driver's side. There's the one we need.
There's the driver.
We know that's in here now. I'd like to find the chrome strip that goes behind that. I'm sure it may be up here. I'll go through this more later when we clean it out. I don't want to drop stuff and break anything. Check out this bumper guard. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's actually got grooves in the bumper guard. Stylized. Another spotlight. 2 more spotlights. Bunch of these spotlights in here.
Some of mine say Studebaker on the top.
That is too cool. I can't get over that jet.
That was crazy, dude.
That has to be about as old as jets are. Because when did they invent jets? World War II, I think?
Yeah.
Sometime around there. And that has to be like right after the war.
Yeah.
Some guy gets home from the war. He's like, hey, I flew one of these. I want a hood ornament on the front of my car. That is just insane. Oh, check. I just now see how that works. The front of this is hollow, so the air blows through it to make that spin. I didn't realize how it worked. That's probably something you would buy out of J.C. Whitney or one of the catalogs. Probably bought it back in the day for $12.93 or 95 cents or whatever, but now who knows what it's worth. We'll look it up here in a minute. What do we got here? More taillights. Oh, check this out. Frigid King. There's the AC unit for the under the dash for a Frigid King. I bet you that is in really good condition. That's vintage, mid-century styling. I bet you that's worth a chunk and a half of money.
Let's see what this looks like.
This one's a little bit newer, I think, like late 50s, but Frigette.
Frigette?
I bet you these are. I bet you those are premium price right there. So there's some good stuff in this trailer, I'm sure. Oh man,
Wow.
that's a nice one. It's got the lines in it, the grooves in it.
Very nice.
That's a cool one.
Those are very popular right now.
Probably take that home.
Yeah, better take that home.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna take that home. I'm gonna take those other really cool bumper guards home too, that we found earlier. Still has the clamps on the back of it and everything.
It's probably one of the most pristine ones out in the wild, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit of pitting, but I think I could polish that up without even rechroming it.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to ruin that good old chrome on there. Still got lots of life left in it.
Oh yeah. That's a cool piece. We'll take that home. I'm gonna take that bullet home. I'm gonna take that home. Those grill guards down there, horns, and the hood ornament over there. Where did I drop my glove? There it is. Okay, we still haven't even made it through this trailer yet. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, we haven't even made it to the back.
Oh, here's some dash AC units. Some funky air breathers. Those are probably worth a little bit to somebody. Oh, this is a Ford right here. These, there's another one there.
That's 54 Chevy.
This should be there.
Yeah, that's the good one though. That's the one they want.
I think. Is it? Yeah, that is a Ford. Pretty sure that's a Ford. I know those are worth a little bit of money. Check out that monstrosity. There's a cool mirror. Bunch of mirrors in that box. That's a neat one. I'm sure they're all aftermarket, but they're still neat. More air breathers. Oh, more air breathers even. Oh wow, there's like tons of air breathers. Look at all these things. Here's some more grills. There's lunch.
Yeah, that's the keep you skinny diet.
Yeah. Oh wow. Starters, generators. Bunch more carburetors. There's a Chevy, 235, 261.
With a tag on it even.
Wow, it still has a tag.
Yep.
See, back in the day, when these first started getting popular, these 235s, 261s, I could sell a carburetor like that with the tag that everything still moves on it. That was a $60 to $70 piece, and they've dropped considerably since then because now everybody sells them. But I sold and made a lot of money off these because I'd buy them, you know, for 10, 15 bucks at the auctions, sometimes $5, sell them for 60 and 70. Here's a funky little carburetor.
The tapered wooden box is kind of cool.
Carter YF. Oh, that is a wooden box, isn't it? That's interesting. Bunch more carburetors down here. Walked right past these.
There's one in the big garage.
Yep.
With a tag.
I've got one of those, that style, that came off of a Cadillac engine out of a tank from 1942, I believe, or 1944, somewhere right in that range, mid 40s. And it's in really good condition. I keep it just because it's neat. There's the mate. A mated pair of that style of mirror is probably a chunk of money. The other one's down there, yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice.
Ford. Wow, that's original paint even.
Oh. And it's the international guys.
Oh, yep. International triple diamond. What do we got here? Oh, another one of those carburetors. That looks like a tractor. Then that's probably off an old truck. Oh, here's another one of those. Bendix Stromberg WW. I actually have one of those off an engine out back, off one of the cars out back that I sold already.
Here's a chrome fuel pump and stand for a flathead.
Yeah, that's just kind of unique for the old school rat rod guys that like that sort of stuff. Oil filter casings, bunches of fan blades, a magneto.
There's a glass bowl holly right there.
Oh, yep. These used to be worth a mint too. This one does, yeah, it does say holly. I just didn't see it at first. I don't know what they're worth now. I haven't had one like this for a while, but those used to be worth a fortune. Here's another one of these Rochesters with the tag. There's a Chrysler carburetor. Another Ford.
There it is.
Yep.
You see that earlier?
Yeah. And more radiators. Bunches of radiators. What do we got back here? More carburetors? Yeah, more carburetors. A little bit dark back here in these corners. These here always sell really good just for art pieces. Bunches of distributors.
Bunches.
Clutches. Some of this stuff is just going to be scrap. Like a lot of these starters and generators. But a whole bunch of this is stuff we're going to save. What my goal is to get like a box or a box van or something like that I can bring in here, park by the back of this, and take all this and put it in that. And I'll take the really good stuff and keep it separate. Everything else we'll just put in there for now. Bunches of headlight rings. Oh, those are off the bullet nose. Yep. That's a cool pair. I think I could go through this forever. Now check out this cylinder head for a 1950 Champion Studebaker.
In its shipping box.
Yeah, in the crate. That there with the writing on the side of it. If a guy just put a glass piece over the top of it and mounted that on a table, that would be a really cool end table or something.
Oh.
It even still has the shipping label on the bottom. If a guy could preserve that, shellac over that or something, that would be a really cool piece, display piece. Just like it sits right there. Never ending cool stuff, and it's hard telling what we'll find when we actually start cleaning this out.
Yeah, the first stuff to be put away is going to be the neat stuff. This vise is...
That vise is super funky.
I've never seen anything like that. Nice little ash. Ha! Come on, look at that.
Yeah, that must be out of the rear armrest. See, back in the day, there was a place for every single person in a car to put their cigarettes.
There it is.
Yeah. Those would go in the back. There would be some in the back of the front seat. And then there would be some in the front of the car. In the middle of the dash, there would be some on the armrest. I mean, you could put 6 people in a car, and each of them would have their own ashtray. Hopefully it cools down by the time we get in here. But I'm going to look up a few of these pieces we're taking home and see what they're worth real quick. Okay, we figured out what this stuff is. There's these pieces here that are 8. And there's these pieces here and those pieces down there. There's actually 2 complete grills for a 46 to 48 Mercury is what those are. And those are probably worth somewhere in the neighborhood of, I would guess, about $500 a set for the complete set of each piece. So that's $1,000. And we looked up a few of these other things. I couldn't find those AC units. I tried to find those, but I'm sure those are worth $200-300 a piece at least, maybe more. And then we set some of the stuff out already. I was not able to find that jet. This piece is off of a 50 Ford. And this piece, instead of having the plastic, somebody put this piece in it instead. I would assume that's probably worth, probably around $300, I would guess. Don't really know what the lights are worth. I mean, they're worth good money. This in here is brand new in the box still. And the guards, I mean, here's $300 a set there, probably, maybe more. Just kind of depends on the market, how much it'll clean up with a little bit of polishing. You don't want to go too aggressive with it. Don't want to do the steel wheel thing because you'll ruin it. But I mean, just cleaning it up a little bit. And the guy could take his time and probably get closer to $400 or $500. There's going to be a lot of work to get this cleaned out, but it'll be a lot of fun to go through it. So as long as it cools down a little bit between now and then. Alright guys, that's all for this one. I'm going to head out. I'm going to help Shawn strap down his load. We're going to get on the road, go back home, unload this car, and I'll probably work at the yard the rest of the day since it's so muddy out here. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. Stay tuned. This Studebaker cleanup just keeps on being interesting and finding more things that I didn't over here the first time, and it's just a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing this type of stuff. But I'll let y'all go, but remember to get out there and find an adventure. We'll see you next time.